Do you want a home that looks like it's been cleaned by professionals? Well, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to share 10 deep cleaning secrets for a spotless home. And trust me, if you're cleaning the wrong way, you're working harder than you need to. And to top it all off, I'm going to share the #1 mistake most people make when deep cleaning and how to avoid it. First of all though, why should you trust me? You don't want to believe everything you watch or read on the internet. Well, I'm Lee and I run Vapor Clean Cleaning Services. We are based in the southwest of the UK where we provide specialist and commercial contract cleaning. I started the business back in 2012 and I was a specialist cleaning technician out there on the road doing specialist carpet cleaning amongst a range of other services. Today, we're a business with multiple cleaning technicians out on the road delivering specialist carpet cleaning and a range of other services. We have a large amount of staff and we're dealing with lots and lots of cleaning every single day. My job today is to make sure we are on top of the best techniques, technology and solutions out there to deliver on our services. So I know cleaning. And we run this YouTube channel to make sure and share as much as we can and give back to our community. So before we go on, click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and you can learn ways to clean quicker, greener and for less money. Also, check out our Behind the Clean series where you see what we get up to behind the scenes at Vapor Clean. Step #1 is to set a timer. You want to make sure that your cleaning doesn't take all day. So you want to split it into different sections, set yourself a reasonable time limit to make sure you can get that area done. You should set a 30 to 60 minute time limit per session, but that's going to depend on each room. For example, if I'm in this bedroom, I'm going to believe that 30 minutes is more than enough. So I'm going to set myself a 30-minute timer and I'm going to stick to it. If I'm in a bathroom, however, I believe you need at least an hour to get a good clean done. And it will depend on the size of your bathroom and exactly what's in it. You may choose to use the Pomodoro Technique. I hope I've said that right. That technique is to clean for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. For me, I don't actually like that. I'm someone that likes to keep moving. So I will actually clean for 3 to 4 hours before I take any break at all. When I was out there on the road as a technician, I would quite often actually just work right the way through the day, sometimes skipping lunch completely. Now, I wouldn't recommend that because definitely a lunch break, a good 30-minute break, catch your breath and everything else is really important. But work the way you work best and figure that out for yourself. Maybe try the Pomodoro Technique. Step #2 is to keep yourself motivated. Cleaning doesn't have to be torture and you want to make sure that you are keeping a high energy all the time that you're working through. Now there's multiple ways you can do this. My favorite is to listen to music. So I pop some headphones in and I clean. I make sure I've got high energy music on and I crack on. But it doesn't have to be music. It could be a podcast, it could be an audiobook, whatever, but it takes the monotony out of cleaning. Other ways to do this are set yourself some challenges. We've got that timer. Maybe you can try and beat that time. Set yourself some mini goals and measure them. And of course, why not reward yourself at the end? You'll have earned it. So whether it's a night out, a cheeky chocolate bar, whatever it might be, big or small, think about how you could reward yourself. And that, for a special extra tip, is a really great way to encourage your kids to clean as well. I'm a little bit old-fashioned and I have my kids' chores tied to their pocket money, but you can also have some little extra treats in there to encourage them to help you with the cleaning day to day. Step #3 is to make sure that you tidy before you actually clean. Remove anything that shouldn't be in the room, bag things up and get it out. Why? Well, you can't clean if there's clutter in the way. So take this pro tip and make sure that you have a bin bag so you can bin all of the rubbish as you go. But also carry a box or a bucket, something like that, so anything that doesn't belong in this room can be boxed up, ready to go to the next room. Don't go back and forwards from room to room, consuming time, taking things everywhere. If anything, just chuck it out into the next room or into the hallway so you can then move it from there. That way, you're more likely to hit your time target for the room. Step 4 is to use the right tools. Now, I know this can be a tricky one and you don't need a million different products in your cupboard, but you need to make sure you've got the right tool or the right solution for the area. Now, remember, a good old microfiber cloth is the one thing that you should absolutely have in your arsenal. They can remove 99% of actual germs just with a bit of water, and they are designed to trap dirt within the fibers. A good vacuum cleaner is, again, 100% essential. And the one thing that I would always recommend, it's kind of given away in the name, is a small steam cleaner. We obviously recommend the vapor steam technology because it does use less water and it is more efficient. That's how we clean, that's how our services are designed. But any type of little steam cleaner can really help you get into those awkward areas and thoroughly deep clean different surfaces. Don't forget to do a little bit of research. We've got lots of videos on our channel that will help you decide which tools are the essential tools for your deep cleaning kit. Step number 5 is you want to make sure that you take everything you need with you room to room. Again, it's lots of wasted time if you're going back and forwards, especially when you're upstairs in your daughter's room that looks like a bomb has gone off, like my daughter's. You don't want to be going up and down those stairs to go and get each bit of kit. So gather it all up, take it up with you so you can just crack on and focus on that one room. A bonus tip is to make sure, if time is tight, just to focus on the biggest high impact areas. Make sure it's the ones that bug you the most. But just by tidying the floor, vacuuming around can make a lot of difference. Shutting doors, tidying up. That in a room this size would take about 5 minutes, but it's going to have a huge impact. Don't get me wrong, if I wipe some of the high surfaces, I'm going to find some dust, but I'll save that for another day. The expert advice here is to really find the best way to take it all with you. Now, whether that is a carry caddy, whether that is an apron with some pockets on it, whatever it might be, us professionals are amazing at finding those ways. We'll have trolleys, we'll have buckets. I've even known it to be wheelbarrows out on sites. So there is always a way to take more with you to make the most impact. Top tip number 6. Do one room at a time. Keep your focus. Don't keep going in and out of rooms. Like I say, set a timer for a room. Make sure you declutter. Make sure you've taken everything with you and then stay in that room until it's finished. It helps you keep focus and it helps you be organized. And remember, if you're organized, you're efficient. If you're efficient, you'll be quicker. A quick extra bonus tips for you as well. Me, when I'm done, I always vacuum the floor, I will spray some deodorizer around and I shut the door. I make sure I know that that room is fully cleaned before I move on. However, time is tight. Focus on the high impact areas. Let's take this room for example. My daughter's room. It literally looks like a bomb has gone off. 5 minutes in here though, and it would be completely different. I could literally just put some things away, pick some stuff up off the floor, make the bed properly. Apparently she did that this morning before she went to school. And this room would be transformed immediately. Then what I can do is obviously be dusting down some surfaces, wiping around and going from there. 30 minutes in this room and it would be absolutely spotless. But maybe I only have 10 minutes. If I only have 10 minutes, I'm tidying and it's still going to be a lot better. You may have noticed we've moved upstairs. Why have I done that? Well, the next one is to make sure that you work from the top down. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, that means in the house as much as in the room. This prevents dust and dirt from falling onto surfaces that have already been cleaned. But if you're deep cleaning, you need to remember the top tips. We want to get to everything. So we are coming to your light fittings. Make sure you're getting to the tops of all these horrible areas. Make sure that you don't leave that crooked so the wife wants to murder you. Make sure you get to the tops of the ledges. Look, it all needs to be done. Tops are there. Now I'm quite lucky. My wardrobes are actually boxed in. But again, the curtain rail, all of those areas, work from the top down and it will be quicker and easier. Remember, when you're working on surfaces, you want to be moving things around so you can get to them. But the best extra tip that I can give you is finish with the floors. Now for me, I don't care what I'm throwing on the floors as long as it's not going to damage it. If I'm picking up rubbish, if I'm flicking dirt on the floors, that's fine, because I will get to it in the end anyway. Top tip number 8. Start in a corner and work your way around the room. Again, it's going to make you more efficient, it's going to make you faster, but it also stops you missing things. Me personally, I always work in clockwise fashion, so I would literally start in this corner here today and I would be cleaning the surfaces as I go around. Again, top, down and around. Then when I'm finished, I do the floors and then it's out the door. Now in a bathroom, that is even more important, but you may want to change which area you work from. If you were, for example, starting in a bathroom, I would start in the shower. It's going to be a little bit more complicated. It's going to be a bit more time consuming. So I would work from that corner and I would work my way around, top down and out the door in the long run. In a kitchen, and as you can see, my kitchen is long and thin, but I would be doing the same thing. If I'm cleaning in my cupboards, I'm starting up here, I'm cleaning all them down, then I'm opening them up, strip everything out, clean inside, put everything back, clean the doors inside, on the edges, on the faces. Then I'm going to clean up underneath the cupboards, the splashbacks, the surface, and I'm working my way all the way down. Literally starting from there, I'm working along, down and all the way around my kitchen. That is very messy, please don't judge me on it. Now here's one that everyone forgets and ignores, and it's more important when you're deep cleaning compared to daily cleaning, but it's called dwell time. Now that is giving whatever cleaning products you're using time to work. So you spray it on the surface and don't just literally spray and wipe. You want to make sure that you are giving it time to actually do its job. Once again, that's even more important in the bathroom because you're dealing with limescale. So you want to make sure that you are spraying onto the surface and leaving that to work. Now, in a room like this, for me, I would prep the toilet first. Toilet cleaner could need up to 15 minutes to work. But then I'm going to do the shower. So everything that comes into contact with water, I'm spraying over and I'm making sure that it has a very good coating. I'm then going to do the radiator. I'm going to do the skirting boards. I'm going to do the cupboard in the corner, the door frame, all of that all the way around, because that won't need as much dwell time. By the time I've done that, I can come back to the shower, I can agitate, and then I can simply wipe off to give the best final result. The same goes for your kitchen. In a kitchen, no matter how clean you are, you will be dealing with grease. And if you want to find out which are the best products to clean grease with, click the link above and you can go out and check that video out. But it doesn't matter which product you use, you will still need to give it dwell time to get a better result. It saves the elbow grease. It's much less effort and you'll get the better result at the end of the day. So remember, spray it over, give it some dwell time, keep yourself busy to make sure you're doing something else at the same time. We just said that we're going to clean up here before we clean inside. So I'm going to spray the tops, I'm going to open the cupboards, I'm going to take everything out, then I'm going to spray the insides, then clean the tops before I clean the insides. And then we can spray underneath and spray down as we go, and we're doing multiple things at once whilst giving that dwell time. Last but not least, top tip number 10, and that is to do the floor last, but do it like you were painting it. You don't want to have to walk back over. So you start at the furthest point away from the door and you will vacuum back to that door. Obviously, always vacuum or sweep. You need to get the lumpy debris off the floor first, and then if you've got hard floor, you can mop. But make sure you mop in the same fashion from the furthest point back to the door. So there we have it, 10 deep cleaning top tips for a spotless home. Now you follow those tips and you will be quicker, you will be better, and you will get more done generally. I know because we follow those steps every single time we complete a clean. Before you go, you drop it in the comments what your top deep cleaning tip is. Let us know, we'd love to hear your version. And if you have any cleaning conundrums, you can help us help you by dropping it in the comments and let us know what that conundrum is. And we may just help solve it in our next video. Thanks very much for watching. Please do click the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and we hope to see you next time. Thanks again.